So, interesting developments, huh? Where are you? So what's happening, Claire?
What's happening is a bit of planning. And sometimes you think that you can get stuck into something, but it's only when you come down and actually see what needs to be done, you realise there's a bit more pre-planning involved. So that's where we're at. So down to this side, which you can't see because we haven't really got a string at all. But we have a plan to put one small unit running this way and down this way, and one behind us where you've got string here running along the wall side. But the issues are overhanging trees. There's a leylandii to completely come out on this side.
It's half collapsed.
And this tree isn't looking the best.
Nope. And there's ash dieback over there, isn't there?
Yeah, the middle one.
Yep.
Yeah. It's funny how it's not. Yeah, that one. Anyway.
You can clearly see that one's completely riddled with dieback. This one seems alright.
So just when we thought we were done with clearing trees, we realised that there's just no point in going ahead with ideas and plans that we have if there's trees to be attacked. Not necessarily taken down, but they definitely need attention. These overhanging branches cannot stay like this if we're going to put a structure underneath. So that's where we're at.
And there's just a ridiculous amount of brambles.
There's so much brambles that we actually can't see. We actually can see that here there is an extra 2 meters before it drops off, but you can't see it because it's 2 meters of brambles.
Yeah.
And it's all the way around this corner and running down this side, and at the bottom, well, actually all of this.
This is a cool spot. This is a secret garden with very high walls on both sides, and it is a sun trap.
Yeah, it's lovely
in the summer.
So
thanks, Rooney. You're very good.
That is where we're at. So
we
need to put in a few days clearing.
We have 2 strimmers up at the house, 2 cheap little ones. The reason I have 2 is because I think they're both my dad's, are they? Or is one of them ours?
No, one is ours, but it
broke.
Oh, the pull cord is broken.
Little strimmers are not the strongest. And so my dad had a second little strimmer, so I asked for that, but it's ever so slightly different, so the components are not interchangeable.
No.
So we have to try and, number one, we have to try and get an engine working. Number 2, we have to find if we can get the attachments working.
Yeah, if you're able to do something.
Because this is just...
I've had the strimmer working off his.
But the strimmer, not the brush cutter.
Not the brush cutter, so it's whether we can get a brush cutter. So let's go up and have a look at that.
So unfortunately, I wanted to start getting in the excavator just to clear this out and to put some pads that I could build a structure on, but there's no point doing anything until all of these are gone.
Yeah.
So it's really slowed us down, isn't it?
It has, but like once we can see the area and it's clear, it'll be so much easier. There's a lot of clearing now.
Right, we need to try and fix the strimmer. We'll be back.
I got a very nice birthday present.
You got loads of birthday presents.
Oh, it's not even my birthday yet. Anyway, look, February is a really busy time. We have Rob's birthday, my birthday, and Kira's birthday, so it's just manic. And of course, it's Valentine's Day and all sorts of things. Sometimes Easter thrown in the middle of it. So February's a bit of a write-off. But anyway, this is my birthday present. I don't know, Rob's saying that I have hundreds of birthday presents, but anyway, the strimmer was a really, really good deal at a local providers here called Cronin's in Ballylickey. They supply all the Husqvarna stuff, and it was a last year's model that they have at a really good price, and really it just didn't compare to anywhere else. But with what we have to do below, which you'll have seen from yesterday, we really needed something. And so I'm really looking forward to get going with this. But I also got, look at these.
But the little strimmer just wouldn't start.
Yeah.
We've had...
Check these out.
Yeah, that's our birthday present.
Oh, look at them. And they're kind of like leather on one side and then kind of, I don't know what this is. And like has like little hard bits here for your wrists. And, look at them.
As I said, loads of birthday presents for Claire.
I can't wait to get going. Okay.
If you've watched us last year, to be honest, so we've really struggled for strimmers here, and we always wanted a nice strimmer. We're here 2 years, and when we saw the work that needed to happen yesterday, like there was no choice except to not buy Claire a birthday present and just say this is for her birthday. But to be fair, I got a free hot tub for my birthday, so I think this will be good for your birthday, don't you think?
Yeah, I feel really positive about it. We had been to look in a couple of stores and we looked online. Everything was looking at kind of over the 700 or 600, over the 600. This was half of that, and we just got a really good feeling off Cronin's and Ballylicky. A lot of people have said to us that they go there. So yeah, looking forward to using it. The young guy in there who sold it to us really knew his stuff,
and it's a good weight for you.
So, and it's really light. Yeah, that was the most important thing. And it has these two handles. I've used the one with just the hoop a few times now, and I find that that puts a lot of pressure on this shoulder. I just found when there was a loop on it here, I found that I really had a lot of pressure on the shoulder. Now I know that the back strap is meant to take some of that, but I still felt you were holding an awful lot of it, whereas this has the two handles. So yeah, it's very exciting.
So a couple of hours you'll have all the lower two fields cleared, will you?
Oh yeah.
Nice. All right, let's get set up.
Honey, put your phone down. I know you've been hurting. This spiral's a lonely road. Take my hand and listen. Maybe one day you'll cross paths and you both got new perfumes. And the life you used to live is left within that old apartment. Maybe nothing's said and done, and your chest is set on fire. But I promise you there's nothing but a cold heart lying. I know you don't want it. Your heart still bleeds. The way it looks at you, every touch you give. Now you gotta listen. Maybe one day you'll cross paths and you both got new haircuts.
Pure rotten on the inside. It's the problem. The trees were never properly maintained. They're just left to grow wild, really. So, yeah, it's a shame. Has to be done though. I have 3 big trees here. Just gonna process them. I'll probably be me for the day. I'll just turn them into blocks. And yeah, we moved them, stacked them, move on to the next tree. Happy days.
The life you used to live is left within that old apartment. Maybe nothing's said and done, and your chest is set on fire. But I promise you there's nothing but a cold heart lying. Cold heart lying. Cold heart
All of this exposed land, all of that extra land, all of that extra land. Looking pretty good, Claire, albeit a little bit wet. Are you happy with your husky?
I love it. Oh my god, it's an absolute, just eats up the ground. Like,
I can't believe you got all of this done. We thought this would take a few days. It's a great
I
site.
thought I'd get it all done.
Cabin right there, a little bit of a garden there, and a lovely view down the end.
It is lovely, yeah.
Although it's a little bit
Lovely space.
manky right now,
It's
the
a horrible
weather.
day. It's still really bloody cold and wet, and we've been in it all day, but I think we got a lot done.
That's ivy, Claire.
And I don't know.
I think it is, yeah.
It does look
See
like
the way it's wrapping around.
grabbing the tree. If that was taken off, it'd be a lovely tree. And this is a lovely tree. If we take off the dead branches. And
Yeah, it
tidy
is.
it up
It is a nice tree.
and see if.
I don't know if it's alive, Claire. There's not many new shoots on it.
Oh no, I think it is.
Do you reckon?
And I've cut the ivy. One of them anyway.
A lot of our trees are randomly grown like this, and they all fight for sunlight, so they all grow really wonky like that.
Yeah,
This
the one.
tree is just down in the hole,
Lovely.
and it's a lovely shape
Trees
to
up.
it.
It's quite sheltered the way it's in the holes.
So I took down a few trees there, and I have chainsawed a path through. All of that stuff needs to be collected. There's loads of branches left. I think we're going to do a dead hedge, aren't we?
Oh, definitely dead hedge along here.
It's quite a drop into our hole, so we're going to just put some sort of a dead hedge and maybe a path going down to a little mini meadow forest down there. A woodland. But we still don't know what's in the hole.
We're getting closer to it.
We have heard rumours, haven't we, Claire? Everything has been thrown into that
There
hole
could be
over the past 150 years.
a few vehicles in there.
There could be cars.
If you want a car,
Maybe a
come and
tractor.
dig it out. I say it was used as a bit of dumping ground, alright.
We found three
But-
trees that had blown over. You couldn't see it, it just looks like
No,
brambles, but the
they're
whole
just
tree's underneath.
Blown into the hole.
Because it'd be great for firewood, won't it?
Yeah, because we've not. Oh, more firewood then.
Anyway, I think you're going to drive on for another little bit, Claire.
I'm going to drive on because I seem to be making headway here with this. And it's like, this is where it stops.
Yeah.
So that's a crazy bit that you could put the dead hedge straight at the edge of this. Really make the most of it.
Yeah, I think so.
And just where I've stopped, there's a funny little tree trying to grow.
Let's go down. So this is a tree that blew over a long time ago, I'd say. But it's very hollow here, Claire. You have to be careful right where the root was.
Where the roots are, yeah. I thought that might
Straight
be
out towards the road. There's another tree that fell down there. That's from Storm Eowyn, I think. And we thought this was all brambles, but it's amazing. Oh, it's that a big hole as well. Jesus, foxes and everything.
Yeah, but I don't think they're in use.
So obviously there's no hedge really along the road. There's a bit of a stone wall, so we'll have to plant. This is all willow, so we might take some willow cuttings and just try to replant this hedge. But this is the tree that Claire found.
It might be.
I think it's a Scots pine.
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's not. They're not as long. The needles are very long.
Do you think it's just a spruce?
I don't think it's a spruce either. I don't know what it is. I think it's someone's old Christmas tree.
That's not a Christmas tree though, Claire. Like these needles, they're so soft and delicate, like, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
You'd smell it anyway.
But I have to be really
Nope.
careful trimming it.
Definitely not.
So I'm going to keep going at that.
And then we're gonna have an early dinner. The rain is meant to be getting heavier within the next hour or so. And we're gonna be back out tomorrow. It's gonna be rainy all day. We put on our waterproofs. We did a lot.
Once you keep going, despite the rain, you're warm, you know?
Yeah.
As you keep working, you're warm, and it's not that bad. It's too easy to go, oh, I'm not going out because it's raining.
That's my sycamore trees processed. We got to get them with the trailer later. These will go to a dead hedge or mulch. Now we need to move in, take out that dead standing tree and a few of these that are leaning forward. We straighten up this hedge line. let's get to it.
Back in the West Cork Wonder Forest, we have come across a dodgy looking tree. There was actually a spruce branch coming out of it. We actually thought it was a spruce tree, but it obviously came down when they took down the big boys. That one, this big one, and that one. So this isn't looking good at all. It's very rotten. It's funny though, because it's so tall, and if you look from sort of here up, it looks very healthy, but from here down, it looks pretty rough.
We hadn't been in here.
We haven't been able to get in here.
No, we hadn't been in here because of all the trees that came down, and so this is really our first time getting in. Now we knew pretty much all the trees that were in the front had to go because they're actually growing out of a stone wall.
Yeah.
So there's a stone wall the whole length of this, and the root system is fine on this side, but there's nothing on the other side, so quite likely they're going to fall towards the barn back here. So we were told that. So we're taking a few out. This is a beautiful ash, and it actually doesn't have ash dieback, so we knew we were going to take the front kind of piece of the trunk kind of split into 3 branches really, or 3 whatever you call it. So then just as I was trying to come around here, because this was all covered with the spruce, I just glanced down and it's completely hollow.
It's a crater.
And it's completely rotten. I do not know how it's still standing.
No.
But when
I
I dropped,
there's much holding it up.
when I dropped the spruce in it, where you're standing, all vibrated. So I'd say all of the roots on this side is hollow. They're
Yeah.
all rotten. So this whole thing we're standing on is going to drop in at some point also.
Yes.
So like, we have a really nice.
So we had wanted to keep it and just take off the front one, but that doesn't look possible now. It's just, it's too dangerous, I think.
What we're trying to do is to do a coppice on them, so the root system should be fine, but the trees are too big. So if we can chop it down somewhat and a new smaller tree comes up, I think that would be perfect. So that's what we're doing with this one. So from the same root system, we have a small tree coming up, and you can see it was completely obstructed by the spruce. And when the spruce were cut last year, these are all the new shoots coming off it. So we're trying to get them, except I really just don't think, even if we coppice this, I don't think anything healthy is going to grow out of this. Do you think? So
I don't know if it grows like that.
no, it absolutely does not grow.
No,
like
as in I don't know if it will.
coppice.
Yeah.
It does. Look, ash
But
is one of
look,
the ones that work.
It doesn't, because these are all dying at the top.
Well, that's ash dieback. But some of them may work. Some of them may not. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
most of the trees I took down are fine because they're already leaning because of the stone wall. So we could take them out nice and simple. And we've kept quite a lot. And we've maybe coppiced them at kind of shoulder height. But this, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to try and drop it towards the road, but
Where are you going to cut it from?
the outside here. I'm going to take
Oh,
this
you're going
one
to take
down.
them
And
piece
then
by piece.
This is actually, they're 2 separate trees, so I might take 3 drops. But I think if I
3 separate
if
trunks.
I take this one, that'll go down straight, but then this one wants to go that way.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering if I take both of them together, maybe the weight of this one might push
Might
that one,
pull it. Yeah.
or the weight of this one might push them both that way. I don't know.
God.
I'm gonna take this one anyway. That should be straightforward enough. Don't know about this. What you think, Claire?
Are you up for the challenge?
I need a cup of tea quite badly.
I just worry about when you start chopping anything kind of up here.
Why?
I don't know, I just like it's out of your control then, you know, you just don't know where it's coming down.
Yeah, well, I just
But-
need to find a trunk to hide behind.
Oh God. Anyway,
Anyway, put us down there. and
you'll
let's get
either
job
see
done.
us later or you'll either not see us.
Update from the ER.
Put you somewhere where you tree. Oh.
Do you remember the feeling before we went out to compete in kendo?
Yeah.
Your heart was freaking pounding as hard as you can, and you couldn't avoid it. You had to do it. Like, you had to go and fight someone, and there was thousands of people watching you. And I felt like that with these. I'm completely drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to have a lie down. I've never chopped down a tree in my life. They're still creaking.
And you saved the 2 little trees, which we want to keep. These 2 little ones.
Yeah.
Just need to clear the ivy off them, but they're lovely.
But I can't believe I just took all of these down, and neither of us ended up in hospital. That's brilliant, isn't it?
But it is really, yes. It's a plus.
Well, it's a new day and I'm back at it. Claire did a fab job of clearing up down there. Now, phase 2 of the trees are done. I just have to process all of this wood. I think that's going to take me about 2 days. I have 1 day today that I got to edit for the next video. I'll be back to finish this off. And then I have 1 leilandi to take down. Got to remove the ivy off them. And that is a dead ash. Well, it's got ash dieback. I don't know if I'm going to take that off. I'm going to think about it. But anyway, what I got to do is just process all this stuff. I'm going to start with this one. It's nice and easy. We're going to keep a lot of the big branches to make a kind of a dead hedge surrounding our hole. And yeah, just try and get some access going. It's not particularly cold. I mean, it is cold. I think it's about 6 or 7 degrees. But this is my 4th day out here in the wet, in the cold. And I think the weather is taking a toll on the 2 of us. And it's not so bad when you get going and warmed up, but at the beginning it's awful. So I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to get on time lapse. I'm going to, at least the engine maybe might warm my hands up a little bit. They're freezing. I just got to get through that. Alright, let's get to it.
어디서부터 담을 수 있을까? 벌어진 틈새를 채울 순 있을까? I don't know what to do. We've already spent too much time. 우린 이미 너무 먼 길을 너에게로부터 가장 먼 내 마음이 또다시 철없이 널 향하지 않게 far away, far away. 한참을 헤매고 찾아왔던 네가 그렇게 반가울 수 있었을까? I don't know what to do. I can't wait for you anymore. 이제 내게 남은 인사를 건네줄게.
Well, we're in the middle of a yellow storm warning. I've been at it about 3 hours and I'm going to give up. We're almost out of battery. I'll quickly show you what we've done down here. I have about half of these trees cut. I just have another half to get through there. that will be a Sunday job, I think. Maybe a Saturday. But I'm just getting too tired and it's a bit too dangerous to continue. Claire is doing a fantastic job getting all of this stuff clear. We'll be able to get access pretty soon. And we've discovered loads more land. It's like we got free garden, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes back to, like, we thought this was the hedge line with the trees, but like it's another 3 meters beyond it to the wall.
And we found lovely elderflower. We've about 6 or 7 elderflower now.
Elderflowers here, yeah.
So we're gonna in future have kind of a hedge of elderflower. I think that's gonna look spectacular, isn't it?
Planting them, but they're just there,
Yeah.
trying to grow.
And you've started another dead hedge down at the fallen trees, so that'll give us a bit more protection from wind and also from noise from the road, I suppose. But it's looking great. It's a good use of the branches, isn't it?
Yeah. There's so much firewood, it's not funny.
We have a lot of firewood. Oh yeah, that's kindling. It's stuff down there is firewood, I guess.
Oh.
And what about that big log?
And that's our future table. So
That might be several tables, isn't it?
we need to, I'm going to just gently clear either side, and then we'll see if there's a way, maybe I can clear this side and it will go somehow.
Oh, don't know what else to
The
do with
rubbish
it.
pile is becoming clearer.
That's
I
a metal
cannot
pile.
wait to get rid of
For
that.
the scrap man.
Yeah, I cannot wait. So
It's
really getting there. Yeah,
it is.
there's big progress.
But miserable weather, eh?
Oh my god, absolutely soaked. Soaked,
Pretty-
cold, done. Really done.
Cup of tea?
Cup of tea.
We're done now. I think we might have to defrost a bit more Christmas cake and have a cup of tea. What do you think?
Come on, yeah.
So folks, we're gonna leave it there. As usual, thanks for everything. Thanks for your support. Super thanks, Patreon, all the channel members, all the comments. Love the comments. And if you want to subscribe, that'd be brilliant. If not, don't sweat it, don't bother. And if you enjoy it, just stick around because there's a lot of work going in here. I think this is going to be spectacular. And every week now, the countdown is on until the summer. We want to be finished this project. So
The summer is looming.
I know we're like 2 months late.
Oh my god, it's February already, and I can't believe 2 months gone in the year. Like,
maybe I don't know what part of summer. Anyway, stick around. This is going to be great, and I'll see you next week.
see you soon. Slán go fóill.
Gurmila Mahagat. Oh, just let's have a look at the wood that's here.
The wood is fine. Oh look, Rob. There's a rather large log in the toilet.
You're some classy lady, Claire.
Be careful, Rob. That mightn't be as steady as it was.
Come on, device. Ah, there we go. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.